Good morning, everyone. Casey's coming. She's just getting the fireplace ready. How's everyone doing this morning?
I want to turn the camera just a little bit this way. Like, just move it. Just let it. There you go. Oh. Good morning. What are you doing?
The thing I always do.
Gotta have, yeah. I don't have to have the fireplace, Marlene. I think a lot of people like it, so. I ate too many crisps. Does your tummy hurt? Bye-bye, curtain. Haha. I'm okay with that. I don't like light. I'm a vampire. Plus, I just woke up like 15 minutes ago. So light hurts.
I guess I'll fix that when we start.
Yeah, if I eat too many chips, my tummy hurts too. Okay. You're better at fixing that, or I would fix it.
I'll do it when we start. Oops.
Yeah. Light's painful. We have all blackout curtains in the house, but Zach ties them up.
So I don't like them. Well, I don't mind it when it's dark, but I like natural light.
True.
Research shows that natural light is good for you.
I don't need vitamin D.
It's not about vitamin D, it's good for your mental health.
I don't need mental health.
Okay. Why did you do that?
The same reason why he had to come through that window last night.
He's been a bad cat recently. How's everyone else doing? What are y'all going to be reading today? I think I'm going to be reading Cloud Cuckoo Land, although there's a few nonfiction books I would like to start, but I really struggle to start something else when I'm reading something, so even though there's no way I'm going to be able to read nonfiction straight through without something else, so I don't know what we're going to do about that. Good morning, Jennifer.
I'm going to be reading Cloud Cuckoo Land and feedback on my essays.
That is a bad Mr. Kitty. Yeah, he's being a bad cat. Xander.
He just likes to knock stuff over.
Yes, he does.
Really annoying.
How much further do you have, Kay? Huh?
I was just sorry. I was reading her message in my head, but it came out loud. I'm going to be reading.
Maybe if you're going to read it.
I'm going to be reading A Grump for Christmas and Addie LaRue. Oh, good luck with the feedback, Casey. Well, I know I made 100, at least on the two things I'm looking at, so I'm not too concerned. Though one of my professors gives hundreds and then his critique doesn't match the grade, and I get confused. I'm reading Hamilton the Revolution. That's interesting. What is that about?
You skipped like 4, babe.
Oh, sorry. My eyes are burning. I'm starting Finlay Donovan is Killing It. Is that what that is?
It's a comedic murder mystery.
Oh, cool. I had plans to start it last night, but I didn't. Yeah, we started talking, didn't we?
Jennifer, let me know how you like that, because I have that book, and the second one's coming out soon, so let me know how you like that.
I'm reading The Miniaturist. When I back here, Marlene, that looks like the mini Christ. But it says the miniaturist. I can't read it. No, that's not the problem. It's the glare from the lamp. Hope to finish it. Yeah, you could probably do that. 120 pages. Good morning, Sherry. Last third left. Whoop, I cannot read fast enough to know what happens. That's good.
I've heard that's a really good book. Our friend Katie just finished that book and really liked it. I've never heard of Hamilton the Revolution, though.
I have so many books I want to read this month that I know it's not possible unless I read a book every day. I keep adding books to my TBR. Yeah, it is a struggle bus. It is a struggle bus, Jennifer.
You skipped one.
Sorry. Should be cross country. Oh, yeah, cross country Christmas. How are you enjoying that, Sarah?
Oh, someone else has talked about that book, Sherry. Was it you? I don't remember who it was, but someone else was talking about that book.
Is it A Christmas Dinosaur?
I don't remember. I looked it up when they were talking about it, but I don't remember now. Yeah, I think we all struggle from that problem Jennifer is talking about.
It's like a comparison to the play.
Companion.
Explains how they put it together in the original cast. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I haven't watched the full play, but I've seen pieces of it. Alexander Hamilton's a very polarizing figure.
I know absolutely nothing of these things.
He's the one that started the Federal Bank in America through privatized stocks and bonds. But that's not really what the play doesn't really... I think the play focuses more on his relationship with Jefferson, which was not good.
Jennifer, yeah, same here.
Good morning, Julian.
Jennifer actually thought about starting one during the sprint to try to get me in the mood for Christmas, because it just doesn't feel like... I think I've seen posts everywhere and talked to a lot of people who this year it doesn't feel like Christmas to them. I'm sure, like Christmas Eve when we start going to our families and stuff like that, it will.
I feel like it was here, at least it was like, I don't know. I think it's because our college got out because of COVID. They had us release 2 weeks early so people could go home for Thanksgiving and just stay.
Yeah.
So it was better because, like, for some reason here, we have a break off for Thanksgiving, and then we have one last week of school, and then we have exam week, which doesn't make sense to me. Because whenever you come back from Thanksgiving, you're just done.
Yeah.
You don't want to do anymore. Hey, Miko. Miko. Hey. Aww.
She hasn't been on the bed. I think she can't figure it out.
She's so sleepy.
Yeah, she is. What is everyone going to be reading today? I know that Kay's going to be reading Iron Widow. Jennifer's going to be starting Finlay Donovan. Sarah's reading The Cross Country Christmas. I'm missing somebody. Oh, Sherry's reading the Christmasaurus. Regarding lack of Christmas, my sister called my mother yesterday to tell her she's not coming for Christmas because she doesn't want to, so that was fun. Oh no, Francie, I'm so sorry. I hope everything's okay with that.
Yeah, that's
really sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
I've been sick the last 2 weeks with COVID, and thank you both for keeping me going. Oh, Sherry, I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Are you recovering okay? Are you starting to feel better?
I know that the recovery experience can be different for everyone. The Cozy Reader Life. Hello, I will be reading The Holiday Swap.
Oh. I hope you love that book more than I did.
Is that the one that you quit reading?
Well, you have to phrase that in a different way.
Is that
I didn't quit
the one
reading
that you
it.
had 80 pages left and you read the ending of?
Yes, it is. Okay. Have you started it yet, Cozy? If so, what do you think of it? I'm wondering if it was just like a mood thing for me and it just wasn't hitting it.
That happens because then you try to push through those instead of just changing what you're doing.
There's a book right there that ruined my life because of that, yeah.
Hey, Snazzy.
Hey, y'all. Long time no see. I will either be listening to Ghost Story by Peter
Straub
or reading physically the Star Wars trilogy.
Hell yeah.
Nice. It has been a long time since we've seen you, Snazzy, and we missed you a lot. Yeah, in the last, 12 hours. Yeah, it's been a long time.
It'll be fine. I spoke to Mom about it, and we decided we will have our own kick-ass Christmas this year. Yeah. Yep. That's what you have to do. Family just has to come together with whoever is willing to.
Yep.
That's why, our Christmas really mainly consists of, we go to your family on Christmas Eve.
We are busy on Christmas.
But my dad comes up here, essentially. And now my niece does, but that's a long story. That nobody needs to.
Our Christmas, some people spread out their Christmas over, a week, and they go to different people's houses, but ours is, a foot race from, 10 a.m. on Christmas Eve until like 10 a.m. on Christmas. We are nonstop.
Oh yeah, because I have to make lots of cookies.
Yeah, and
cookies
then
are best served the day that they are made or the day after.
and then we go to my family's house, and then we go to another house. My mom.
We do. Oh
Yeah, and then we come home. And yeah, it's really busy. We get home really late on Christmas Eve, but you know we enjoy it. We are blessed that some people's in-laws they just don't like to be around, but we are blessed that we enjoy each other's parents. Well,
Rosie
parents.
said that they read the first chapter, and I'll let you.
Oh, I liked it until like 50 pages in. Yeah.
Sherry, yes, doing better. I'm on the men's.
Jesus.
I just have no energy. Yeah, so I know
lost
someone.
20 pounds.
I know someone else who had it. He got it because somebody brought it home to him, and he still. This is a year and a half later. He still has fatigue from it. So that's a. Do you need to take that?
I'll text and see.
Okay.
First. I'm just worried about the ongoing situation, but I'll text her.
I just got the Love Hypothesis in the mail. I am tempted to start that, but I'm trying to push it for a few weeks. Well, I know this one really liked that book, so.
I think you should start it.
I think that, Jennifer, I think that's the one that Zach's going to make me read when we
do
recommendations. Yeah. Marlene, I accidentally put a different holiday swap on my TBR than everyone is reading. But the blurb sounds like the movie The Holiday, and now I need to read it. Is that the movie with Jack Black, Kate Winslet, and some other people that I can't remember off the top of my head. Mr. Francie. We used to spread it over 2 weeks. Now everybody wants the 26th or 27th, and it's just busy, 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 followed by a collapse in bed at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad comes up here from Tennessee for about a week. 25th or 27th. That's okay. It's pretty similar. Things are pretty similar times. Yes, that one. I remember liking that movie. I haven't seen it in a really long time. I remember liking it, though.
Did you read Marlene's already?
About the holiday swap?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was... everything's fine. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. She probably was just wanting to know how the...
She was. I told her you loved it and you slept well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we got a new bed yesterday, so that was really nice.
Yeah, once we got in the house.
Ugh, yeah. All right. Do you all want to start our first sprint? Or are you guys still feeling chatty? We are filming a video later today. Do you guys want to take a vote on which video we film? Really quick. Jane's not here, and she probably doesn't care. She's like, whatever. I'll give you guys three options, and you can type in 1, 2, 3 in the chat, okay? All right, here we go. If I can read my own handwriting.
That's pretty clear.
Yep. Okay, choice number 1 is our Readathon TBR.
No,
what?
I'm not ready for that one.
We have time to plan it.
Okay.
No?
I'm not ready for that.
We need to do that soon, babe. It's the 12th.
I know. We will do it soon.
I don't even know where to go now. All of these are just random. Okay, I guess we'll just figure it out later.
No. Open the book. We can pick 3. Do you want me to pick 3 of them?
I guess.
Okay. Let's see. We can do...
I was trying to also pick ones that make sense.
2021 book superlatives.
Isn't it too early? We're not done reading.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on.
This is what it looks like behind the scenes for real. Why don't you just pick 2 since you can hardly find 1? They can pick between 1 and 2.
Okay, we can do the reacting videos, so like 1-star reviews of our 5 stars. Why did you just make that sound?
Because I feel like we just did that, but that's fine.
We did not do Steve.
We did like 3 months ago.
No. We can do the first sentence challenge.
Okay, so...
Or our plans for 2022/goals.
I don't know if you said those clear enough.
Plans for 2022/goals.
The real booktubers of Booklandia. Yeah, exactly. Miko, please stop. Miko. Which one? Do any of those sound appealing to you all?
Hey, meets. She's just.
Don't close it, please.
Oh, sorry. Booktubers.
So plans for
yeah.
plans for 2022. First sentence. We have 2 plans for 2022 and 1 first sentence. Plans for 2022. I think people are really looking. That's why I suggested something for the
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll do that one.
Hi, Chrissy. Welcome. We're picking our next video.
Welcome, Chrissy. Good morning. If it's morning there, I don't remember where everybody.
All right,
is.
2022 plans. It is. Oh, I have not thought of them, but I will do that between this stream and
Plans if you thought of them already. Yeah.
and the filming.
Do 1-star reviews. Yes. Sorry, Snazzy.
We will get to that though. I mean, we have a whole list of all the ones we're going to get to.
That one sounds the funnest to me as well, or the most fun. If I'm going to be.
I really wanted to do the Readathon TBR.
I know, but you've already started planning that in your head, and I have not done that.
No, I haven't. I have 1 book planned. That's it. 1. But we can do it later this week.
Okay.
Well, hopefully earlier this week since.
Yeah, it's still early in the month. Reached 222 plans. Needs. Sorry, it's the
2022 plans. Do you need me to turn it more?
No, it's okay.
Okay. All right. Are you all ready for our first
I need to
sprint?
go get my coffee. So.
And I need to fix the thing. All right. I am gonna fix our curtain, and then I will be reading Cloud Cuckoo Land for now. So we'll see how that goes. Happy reading, everyone. You're welcome to continue chatting in the chat, and we will see you all in 30 minutes. Hey everyone, welcome back. How's your reading? Trying to. It doesn't fit well around the.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Yes, it's Kayla's birthday.
Happy birthday, Kayla.
Happy birthday, Kayla.
Congratulations.
I know I already told you in the Discord, but happy birthday again. Jane. Yes, it's like. Wait, this is why I have a world clock. 3 a.m. in the morning there. How are you up? Got about halfway through the movie Call Me Claus with Whoopi Goldberg. So it's a movie sprint for me today. Have you seen that?
It sounds cute though.
I didn't know Whoopi Goldberg had a Christmas movie. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome. How are you doing? How's it going? I've got to read for like 2 minutes. I was doing waking up stuff. Yeah, such a long process. You read 18%, Bailey. Nice. Got 4% of Blood and Honey done. I read 30 pages of the... How say that again?
Miniaturist.
It's going to be a 3-star at most, but I do want to know how it ends. That's the worst feeling. Good morning. I've been writing for about the last 15 minutes or so. Nice. Getting some writing done. I was going to say this morning, but I don't know if it's actually morning for you. Top cold. Sorry, just got a hot drinky. Top cold. I'm guessing you just got some coffee, but I could be wrong. Thanks, guys. You're all the best. Marlene, maybe the end will be amazing. Well, yeah, that's a good perspective.
Kayla, you're the best.
Sarah's on page 142. Marlene says perhaps. I'm about 75% done with Empire of Storms. Yes, you have made it so far through the Throne of Glass series. I'm so jealous of you. So, Kimberly, there's someone here, Jane, who just read the first book and didn't like it. So can you tell her that they get better? If they do get better, I'm assuming they get better. Weirdo. I listened to Ghost Story and did laundry. Went from 46% to 49%. Also ordered food. Nice. What are you going to eat? I'm hungry, so tell me. Oh, K meant to say 2. Too cold. Sorry, just got a... Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, gotcha. I read 50 pages of Leave the World Behind. I keep picking that book up at Barnes & Noble and putting it back down. But I happened to look on Goodreads and see that it has a really awful rating. By really awful, it's like an average of like 3.02 or something, which is kind of bad for Goodreads. But I'm working on not letting reviews run my life. So how are you liking it? Kimberly says, oh my God, yes, they get 1,000 times better. The first one is mad. The second one is better, but mad. The third is good. And the fourth is amazing. So it sounds like they slowly get better. You got a Moe's Bowl. You must live somewhere near us. Moe's isn't all over the country, right?
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Really? They have them in, like, Wyoming?
I mean, there's nothing in Wyoming besides, like, cows and, like empty hills with, like, no trees.
Mr. Kitty has an opinion on it. He's being obnoxious. We were just talking about it. Like, during the summer,
Virginia.
he goes...
No, she's in Virginia. Or they are in Virginia, though. So, yeah, you are close to us.
Yeah, we also live in Virginia. Xander is really rambunctious in the winter because he can't go outside and get his energy out. So he's just really annoying in the winter. I have never read The Throne of Glass, but we're going to be reading A Court of Thorns and Roses together.
Elliot, it's because you live in Texas and you have Tex-Mex there. Moe's is essentially like Tex-Mex outside of Texas.
Oh, Crescent City is a book that I really need to read in January because the second one comes out in February. I need to get on that. Wyoming had a hippie salad place. You got a massive family reunion-sized bowl of salad for $4 about 20 years ago.
Nice.
Chesapeake. Okay, yeah, you're still about 4 hours from us, though.
Is that north or on the coast or both?
It's on the coast. It's both.
I'm from Tennessee. I don't understand any I thought Virginia Beach was part of Nova, so for a really long time.
There's no Moe's in Minnesota. Made it to 150 in my book. Nice. All right, so there's no Moe's in Minnesota.
There is a pirate bar in Minneapolis that I've been to. It was very strange.
I need to reread Crescent City before the second one comes out. Yes, and I need to read it because I haven't read it at all. I need to get on that. Tex-Mex is Mexican food covered in nacho cheese sauce. Tex-Mex is gross. LOL, I'm originally from San Diego.
Same.
I had quite a good time with Throne of Glass, so that's promising for the rest of the series. Yes, it is.
Elliot, my mom learned how to cook in San Diego for the most part. So whenever I moved to Tennessee and we started eating the southern Mexican food, which is not the same as Tex-Mex, but they're both different, but kind of similar because they're Americanized. It's authentic Mexican food is so much better.
I think the Mexican food here is probably my favorite food. I could eat it every day.
It is not at all what real Mexican food is like.
I know. There's no Moe's in Australia. Wait, what is Moe's? It's a fast food fake Mexican place.
Yeah, essentially it's just like you go through, it's like a line service, and you have you can make burritos or quesadilla or nachos or tacos, and then like you go, it's kind of like Subway, if you know what a Subway is, where you go down the line and you're like, yes, I will have this cilantro lime rice and these black beans, and then put ground beef on it, and then put lettuce, tomato, and like you just go through and they make your food in front of you, and then you go off with it. It's okay. It's okay. At least the one here they don't really season their food, so it doesn't taste like anything.
Jane, that's really fair. I actually agree with you on that. The first one does not live up to the reviews, and yeah, I actually agree with you on that. Do you think you're going to continue the series, Jane? I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. I need to turn the heat up. Are you cold or is it just me?
Okay, change that to why don't we have Moe's in Australia? There's a place in Tennessee called Salsaritas that I prefer over Moe's. But I do like it sometimes. I just wish they would season their food a little bit more.
Are you cold?
No. Do you need the heater on?
I just said I was going to turn the heat up.
Oh, well, I can turn up when I get up.
Okay. Maybe just like one because it can get hot fast.
Yeah, that's fine.
Someone poked the TV fire. Heck no. I still need to read Crescent City. It's so big it scares me. It's a very large book, and I know that the first one has a ton of world building, and like I think people say the first 150 pages is like an info dump, and that's why they stop reading it. So yes, I'll keep going. Always gotta give everything a chance. Oh, you have such a kind heart, Jane. Poke poke. Jane is so good. My best book of 2021 by far.
It's the Thunder Last thing that you guys were talking about, right? The fourth one or whatever.
I think they're talking about Crescent City, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know. I've not read any of those books, nor do I plan to.
I want to pick an author to read all their works next year. Maybe I should pick Sarah J. Maas. You should. However, you have like 30 books to read.
Yeah, do Stephen King.
That's even more.
I know. I was just joking. Do like Agatha Christie, and you have like 150 page books to read.
Francie's spilling the tea. He DNF'd Crescent City.
Oh. Did you read Crescent City? I know what it looks like.
Baby, have you been listening to the last 15 minutes of this conversation?
I'm still half asleep.
I said I need to read it in January because the one comes out in February. I still need to read it.
Okay. I was just saying because you guys seem to have similar DNF tastes.
Don't say that. I will like Crescent City.
Okay.
Okay, that's just it. I will like it.
Okay.
Yeah, Kimmy and I accidentally read the first two ACOTAR books together, and we were just like texting like so fast back and forth while we were reading them. It was a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna reread it. I know I'm gonna reread it with Jennifer sometime next year. I don't know. We need to plan that out sometime, Jennifer. Kimmy, if you want to reread them with us, you're welcome. Or anyone else here that would like to reread or read them for the first time, we will be doing that. Francie says slowly backs away. I just picture him being like, just backing away from all the Sarah J. Maas fans. Although we're friendly.
I mean, I just have no interest in reading her stuff, so I'm with you.
I love Crescent City. It was one of my faves of last year. You mean this year, right? Yeah, because I think you read it recently, didn't you? Maybe I'm confused. Yes, I'm so down. Okay, cool. You need to join our Discord if you're not already in the Discord. But like Zach was saying, a lot of people DNF at the beginning. That was me. It was too slow of a start for me. Sorry.
Jane, my grandma, read every single Agatha Christie book ever written. She had a bookshelf in our house because my dad still lives with my grandpa, but we were kind of like a 3-generational household. Upstairs near their bedroom, there was a bookshelf on the end wall beside their bed that was only all of her Agatha Christie books. And she would just reread them. I mean, she read other stuff too, but she really liked Agatha Christie and like Murder, She Wrote and Columbo and stuff like that. I'm with Casey. Never had any interest in picking them up. I don't know why. They seem like fine books, but I think maybe are these the ones that have like overt romance in them? I don't remember.
Yeah, people say that they're smut, but I think authors have started writing a lot more smut, and this, I feel like Kemi would probably agree with me on this. This shouldn't even really be considered like a smut book because there are way, way, way more. This is not.
Oh, I'm not talking about the smut. I just don't care.
It's not really that smutty.
I don't mind romance being in a story. I just don't like it when it's the centerpiece or the main focus of what's happening.
Francie's reading And Then There Were None in January. You guys know it's one of my favorite books of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Love that book. You need to make a buddy read in Discord for A Court of Thorns and Roses. I shall do that, Jennifer. And if I forget, you shall message me and remind me.
Marlene, my grandma used to read them to me too out loud because I had a really hard time sleeping by myself for a while because I had a pretty vivid imagination. My dad decided to tell me when I was like 5 years old, The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe, but he added like decapitation and skinning and like cannibalism inside the story, which is not fun for a 5-year-old. So I'd sleep on like the floors of my parents' and grandma's, like my grandparents' and parents' rooms for a while. And she would read Agatha Christie to me as we both would go to sleep.
Jane, you would need a whole bookshelf, yes. And Bailey, yeah, I realize now that I'm confusing that with From Blood and Ash. Yeah, I'm confusing it with From Blood and Ash and You and When You Read It. I feel like I'm not going to have the attention span for reading today.
It's a big day, Kay.
Yeah, it's your birthday.
It's a big day.
It's your birthday. You gonna do anything fun for your birthday?
Yay, it's your birthday. Something, pick up the phone.
That's from Happy Death Day.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I was actually really surprised you liked that movie.
I love that. I think that movie's fantastic. And I like the second one too.
I really want Mexican food. But I always want Mexican food.
Yeah.
From the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. I agree. I'm not into books where romance is a central plot. I did, however, run through all the ACOTAR books. It was a fun time, but I don't think I would reread them. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's one thing I really enjoy about the book community, when people will allow each other to have differences. Like, I find them really interesting. Like, when people just like different things. You just like what you like.
Okay, Zach and I go sometimes to local hockey games here in Virginia, up in Roanoke, and we don't know what's going on. We don't understand any of the rules, but it's a good time.
Football and basketball and most other sports, we completely understand and watch and do a lot of.
Yeah, we were both athletes in high school.
But hockey,
I get really confused because like I like from playing basketball, like anytime like they start fighting, I'm like, shouldn't you stop?
Isn't there a flag?
It's like, no, this is the point, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I agree too. If romance is the central plot, maybe it's just me, shouldn't it be a romance and not a fantasy? Well, I do like when, and I don't mean this just in terms of fantasy and romance, but I do like genre bending, like where there are multiple things. Like Cloud Cuckoo Land, the book we're reading right now, is definitely several different.
Yeah, but this is like, it's intentional. It's a meta narrative. So it does that. Like, I've heard other people argue that her book shouldn't be labeled, like those books shouldn't be labeled fantasy, that they should be labeled, romance. I can't really speak to that because I haven't read them. So I'm just throwing in what I've heard other people say.
I don't watch any sports.
Hockey isn't as confusing as rugby.
Josh tried to, one of my good friends, Josh, loves rugby, and he tried to explain it to me, and I was like, I don't know what you're saying.
We have football.
Yeah.
American football.
Why are you being so
not
obnoxious
soccer
today? Why?
Because y'all won't co-opt the American word.
Sports are not for me either.
We demand.
Y'all are hurting my heart. That's okay though.
Yeah, we're both huge sports, but that's also part of being in the region that we were both raised in.
It's nothing else to do.
It's very communal. Sports are very communal. I mean, even I went to a private high school, but I mean, everybody played because it was just a communal thing. So. Like, I even have, like, a University of Tennessee, like, Santa hat that I wear for Christmas. and stuff. I'm very much a huge University of Tennessee football fan.
We're cat shaming because he's being a bad cat today.
Was it cat shaming when you're just holding him?
Yes. Everybody told him he's a bad cat.
Okay, wait. Like book 4 in Shadowhunter series could be categorized as a romance. I don't think I've read those. I will watch World Cup soccer though.
Yeah, I watch that sometimes.
You get bored watching soccer.
Yeah, I do.
I don't watch any sports. The only sport I'll watch willingly is the UFC fight. Man, you're hardcore, Snazzy.
I used to pay to get into UFC fights here to watch them, and then as I got older, I can't watch it anymore.
Both my dad and my grandpa are pacifists, and so like football's already violent enough. Like they get mad even like when people hit each other wrongly, like in football. So I was raised as essentially a pacifist. So like watching stuff like that's really hard for me to do. I totally get why people like it. It's just I was raised to not like it.
I played tennis in high school, Francie, on the off season between basketball. I played tennis.
Okay, I was a softball player. That was my main sport. So I like baseball. It's they're pretty similar.
Yeah, our local, we used to have a minor league baseball team, and Casey and I went to almost every game. Yes, he does have white socks, and yes, he is still sticky. Because he's a bad cat. He's been bad recently.
Why is he sitting beside me, though?
Because he has nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Look at Dolly. She's face planted in the toy.
It's really cute. Okay, I had a cat that was exactly like that. His name was Bubble. Oh, my, that's really cute. Or if I was in a good mood, Babu. That sounds like what I would call Dolly, our dog now. How do you get to America? You swim.
Yeah, you ride the back of a shark.
Well, no, what you do actually, Francie, what you do is you call America, and we send a gigantic eagle.
Yeah, with an American flag
on it. And he comes screeching the Star Spangled Banner into wherever you are because everybody has to know. And then like you become ordained by like Doritos and Mountain Dew like sprinkled onto you. And then you jump on the back of the flying eagle and he'll soar you across the Pacific into the country. So that's how you get to America.
Marlene likes Olympic gymnastics, which is like
top tier.
Yeah.
Top tier athleticism.
Kay played hockey at school. She left school 30 years ago. Has no idea if they still play in the UK.
That's hardcore. Sure either. Okay, that's hardcore.
I have minor league baseball team in my town. The name is terrible.
What is it, Bailey? We need to know. The Eagle sounds awesome. Send it. Yeah. It just plays like the Star Spangled Banner on repeat for everyone. Well, and then like Born in the USA. And that one song was I'm proud to be an American. Because you have to send your soul over to America when you come over.
Jane wants to buy all the different Reese's that she can't buy there, but Jane, I hate to tell you that the only good Reese's are the normal ones. So
what do you mean? You eat the big cups. You don't even eat the normal ones. And you like the fast breaks.
Yeah, but I think she means like the ones with like M&Ms in them and like the crunchy stuff and
the one with the
chips, freaking chips.
Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Here, I'll type ours.
Aren't those raccoons? Aren't trash pandas raccoons?
Rail.
Oh yeah. The spelling.
This is our hockey team's name here.
Or you can get a double A flight.
Oh yes, the Reese trees are very good. Yep.
Yeah,
they have the most amount of peanut butter.
Yeah, they have more peanut butter in them.
Yeah.
There's also like white cups that's like white chocolate. I think there's dark ones. There's like ones that have pretzels in it. I had one the other day that your mom got that potato chips, which were weird.
It's weird. All right, are you all ready to do another sprint?
I played softball.
Maybe if you're going to read it.
I played softball, basketball, cheerleading back in high school. These days I'm obsessed with Olympic. Yeah. Also getting more into baseball. My boyfriend is a huge baseball fan, Braves and Astros. Yeah, I'm a Padres fan because I was born in San Diego. But yeah, Jillian, you sound like you played. Well, I didn't cheerlead, but I played softball and basketball and soccer. No, I want chocolate, Reese's potato chips. Yeah, it's nasty.
1 minute. 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 1
I'm glad you're getting into baseball, though. I really enjoy that sport. Hot hands. I love white chocolate. Oh, well, there's Reese's white chocolate for anybody who loves white chocolate. Are you okay?
Yeah. When you whisper, I either have to read it again or.
I'm sorry. I don't talk very loud. I'm sorry.
But you can
And my
read the
throat
thing. You just need
hurts
to
from
read
last
it
night
so
'cause I
people
talked a
can
lot
hear
more.
you. Well, then I'll read them. But then we don't need to read them twice.
Nice.
Okay. Well, then
See,
you can whisper. That's fine.
I'll whisper talk, and then you can. Maybe you just need your ears cleaned out.
I already told you that. Why you gotta say that? Okay, you guys ready to do another sprint?
Maybe let people know you're joking.
I'm not joking. What do you mean?
But you just sounded sassy.
What? I'm confused.
That's okay.
Okay, you guys ready to do another sprint?
I'll turn the heater up for you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, happy reading, everyone.
We're, hello again. How's everybody's reading going? I think I hit page 400 in Cloud Cuckoo. You just said you were how much?
28%.
28%. I guess it's hard to determine like how far that is in an ebook.
Regardless, it still means 28% though, because I've been thinking about that too, because I tried to line up the pages with yours, but I guess it doesn't really matter because regardless, it still means
Yeah, you're still 28% through.
I just don't know what page that is.
Yeah, you're at a good part. Mose has arrived. Oh, Casey Queen. Thank you, Kay. I don't have my crown right now, but it's somewhere. Mose has arrived. Perfect timing. I only got 49 through 51% in that sprint. I'm not loving Ghost Story, but I also don't hate it. It's all meh so far. That's kind of disappointing to me, Snazzy, because I haven't read it either, and I've heard pretty good things about it, but I'm excited to get to it whenever I can. But it sounds like it might be kind of boring. 16 pages. What?
Something must have got in their cat food, like
because they're being
secret catnip or something.
crazy.
They are being very crazy. Look at the little baby. She doesn't like this as much.
16 pages got a bit distracted. Elliot says page 400. Yeah. I think I started reading it on Friday after because my semester's over. So I read a lot of it on Friday because it's really, really good. I read 15%, but my book is boring. What was it? I'm sorry. I know it's not. It's not the.
I'm trying to remember.
LaRue one. I know you said you were reading another one.
I'm trying to remember.
But I can't remember. I'm still like half asleep.
What was the other one?
Maybe she'll help us out. Got another 6% in Blood and Honey. Nice.
That's a big book.
Sarah got to page 154 of The Christmas Thing. Up to 41% of Take a Hint, Danny Brown.
Hope that one is better than Get a Life, Chloe Brown.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking it was. Is that part of the same? Because you said it was a series.
Mm-hmm.
Have you read that one?
No.
Do you own it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to read it?
At some point.
Okay. I love black kitties. Yeah. She's a really special cat. She was
she's a very good cat.
She is a very good cat. She was found as a kitten, abandoned, very ill, to the point where her fur was actually white because she was so sick. And this vet place that has like a cat adoption agency rehabilitated her, and then I adopted her 6 years ago, I think. Rom's so cute. Yes, she is. Snazzy, I think it's just me. All I hear is amazing things, but I'm a bit confused and a bit bored. Yeah, it's really unfortunate to be confused in books because then they do just get boring because nothing means anything at that point.
A grump for Christmas is what
Baby
is talking about. That's what she's talking about.
Yeah. How many pets do you have? Lots.
Too many.
There's 3 cats and 5 dogs.
2 guinea pigs.
It's like a Brady Bunch situation. I had animals and he had animals, and then we just combined them when we got in a relationship. And here we are 4 years later. Kay said, I like the first one, or I guess Kayla said, I like the first one, so not sure if my thoughts.
Oh yeah, probably not then.
Oh yeah.
I will say, Rom is constantly cosplaying as Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon.
And Batman.
When
she's on her cat pose, she's looking over Gotham.
I love you.
And she hangs upside down. But she's a really good cat.
She is a very good cat. The worst thing she does is sometimes she just runs and opens the cupboard doors and gets in the cupboard.
She also drools.
She does it
a lot. Aw, blended family pets. Yep, Brady Bunch pets. And for y'all, should totally get a P.O. box. We could send the fur babies.
They would love that.
They all love goodies. Oh. What is this one doing, though?
Face planting into her toys.
In her lamb chop. Oh, her tongue's out. One of our dogs has a toy lamb chop that she has embedded her face into.
Look at Rom. She's
Batman.
like, okay, fine.
Batman.
I love you. Well, she's just chilling.
Saying I love you too. You know? Yeah, her ears are back, but she's actually like, it looks like she's angry in the camera, but she's not. She's purring very loudly.
Yeah, here.
She's the loudest purr of them. Are you gonna speak, Rom? What were you reading? You were probably reading something like Nietzsche.
This is cat ASMR.
Were you reading about a utilitarianism or something?
I think they could probably hear her purring.
Probably. Oh, yeah, snazzy. Oh, that's right. Jane, if a door is open, my cat will go in. He has gone on impromptu car rides before when I did. Oh, no.
That sounds like Xander.
That does sound like Xander,
would
except,
do.
well, I guess Xander doesn't freak out in car. He just sits there, but. Or you could do a wish list of animal goodies and, of course, books. Best ASMR, yeah. On Amazon. Yeah, we'll consider it, Jennifer. I think both of us have a hard time with the idea of people.
Lots of people have asked us to link our Amazon wish list in our stuff, and I don't know. I feel, I don't know. Both Casey and I grew up very poor, and so I don't know. It just feels kind of weird to do that, but I don't know. Maybe we'll consider it.
We're both also like we like to give more than receive, so it's like hard to like stomach the idea that people want to be nice to us. But I super appreciate it. Maybe we should do that. Haley, I love seeing you with your cats. We just lost one.
Oh no, Haley, I'm so sorry. Need to text her.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. I know that's really hard. People who aren't pet people have a hard time understanding that is a grief in and of itself. Jennifer says, honestly, just think of it a way to help your viewers with reviews. Y'all get books to read and review. Okay. I think I can rationalize with that. I can get down with that.
Sent you a text, Haley.
You guys know each other in real life, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In the real life, this is real life, but it's technology real life?
Yeah, exactly. But I know, like, I've seen other booktubers do it. Like, it's a normal thing to do. It just, I don't know.
Well, it's like we're both. It's just that southern, like, kind of poor southern mindset where it's just like you want to take nothing from nobody, but we both need to be better about that because people like to give as well. It's for a lot of people, it's like that's it fills their spirit. It makes them warm when they're able to also give.
That was Xander that did that.
I know. Why is he sleeping on my leg though?
Because he's sleepy boy.
You want to play Pendulum?
He doesn't want to play any games right now, no. He would like to keep sleeping.
My favorite one was Lasso. Wait, you're waking him up.
Yeah. Oh. You need to lose weight.
Yeah, he does.
Say good morning. Oh, look at you. Can't even hold your head up.
Yeah, he's just going to sleep like that. Wouldn't it be nice to just sleep in any position that you were forcibly placed in like this?
He's literally falling asleep.
But you could just sleep like that, like his mouth underneath. He's like.
My thumb is like jammed up his armpit. How's he sleeping?
I don't. His like mouth is messed up. Like your glasses are also like raising his cheek like that too. So it's like he's just like, no, I'd like to go back to that, please. That position was fine.
He's such a weird cat. Look at him. He's asleep.
I know.
Xander, get yourself together, dude.
Oh,
okay. I'm sorry.
He wants you to leave him. He's like, you leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. Actually, he was like, I'm just trying to sleep. I don't think he could be mean, except to Rom.
All right, go lay back down. All right. We've had lots of pet snuggles this morning.
Why are you coming back to me, man?
He wants to lay on that blanket.
Oh, no.
I know, that's what I was saying. We need to cut that.
One thing about giving, I don't have many to give to and enjoy you. Wow. Y'all are so sweet. I don't know how to handle. It's both Miko and Andy. Miko. Hey, Miko.
You guys are wonderful people.
Yes, it's true.
We will talk about it, and
We will confer.
it might just show up in our description one day.
Yeah. Without saying anything.
Yeah. Because that's...
Yeah, it would be really hard to... like, I don't know. Maybe it'll just appear, and then, like, you'll see it. And then we don't have to... Like, none of us can say anything about it. It'll be there, available.
Yeah, I guess the Casey and I were talking about this last night. The difference in Patreon is that like we feel like we're able to give you all back something, which is where like we do extra content and we do reading vlogs. We have sprints. We're starting to do sprints for Patreon too. We have like all sorts of things that we try to give back for your support for our channel. So I think Patreon's a little bit different, but even then, we feel like when we get a new patron, we're like, "What? Really?"
Yeah, because I feel like the world's most boring human.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys so much.
Exactly, you don't have to. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Right. It'll just be there. You can do hauls too.
Oh, we definitely would do that. Yeah, we
Yeah,
definitely
that's a
would
good
make
idea,
it a big
maybe.
deal. Yeah.
We'll make it a gigantic deal.
Yeah. All right, let's start our next sprint. I need to run to the bathroom at the start of this one, and then I'll be back. You guys feel free to keep talking in the chat. All right, welcome back, everyone. So before we check in about everybody's reading, that sprint I was making a list for our 2022 reading goals video. So if any of you are not in the Discord or did not see my notification in the Discord, if you have any suggestions for that video, let us know. I've written down a bunch of them, so if they're repeats, then I just, we already have it. But if you have any suggestions, either check the Discord and write it in there, or let me know now.
Sweet Mr. Princy.
Wow, what a great night. Spence was in a sight of hilarious Christmas film. Oh, nice. 54% in Ghost Story. I'm so full of mo's that I may need a nap.
I need a nap too, but that's just because I went to bed at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, after we finish this, Casey's going to go get us some food while I set some things up and get ready for our video. But we're eating first, right?
Whatever.
Right?
Yeah, that's fine.
2022 anticipated reads. I already got that one. That's second on the list. Which I'm going to have to find Casey's for her. Got to page 169. Nice.
Is this mine?
Yes. I'm getting hungry now, even though it's 4:30 a.m. I don't know how you do that, Jane. I would be a zombie.
That's easy.
What emoji is that? Is that a soap?
I can't. The screen's a little bit too far away from me.
Haley, what emoji is that? Series to finish. Got that one. I'm glad that you all are repeating things because that means this is what people want to see. So this is a good sign. I did get the series we want to finish. I got that one down.
Oh,
But
I can answer that one. Yeah, here. See? This one.
It is the soap. That's hilarious.
This one. See? It's releasing.
Yeah. You don't even have it on your want to read list.
I don't put stuff on I don't use Goodreads really, except to rate stuff.
I have 27 minutes left in my book. Oh, you're really close.
So there's my one book that I'm excited for.
4% more to read in more read in Blood and Honey. Nice. That is a huge book. So it's actually quite a bit. I'm loving Finley Donovan so much. I have heard that the second one, which is coming out in a few months, was kind of a letdown. So I'll be interested to see where we go from there. But I'm going to read Finley Donovan at some point. Got to 46%. Nice.
Chrissy, that's all good. I totally feel that.
Yeah. No worries, Chrissy. We're always here if you need us.
Mm-hmm.
Will you include channel goals too? I only ask as I do both reading goals and channel goals, but up to you guys. Yes, I actually put that on the list. Yeah, goals for Patreon because there are things that we want to increase for our patrons. And then I put readathon goals, and then just any channel goals, of course. Yeah.
You have a question?
They're probably about ready to go OUT.
She just got side-eyed hard.
She needs a bath.
Oh, she doesn't like that word.
You need a bath.
She thinks you're saying something nice.
No, you hate baths, but you need one. Yeah. I didn't read any of that sprint because I was planning the video. How far did you make it?
I read like 25 more pages. I'm going to try to finish it today and then start something else tonight.
Which is?
I'm probably either going to read Slate House again, start Dune Messiah, or start the Fourth Wheel of Time book.
Options.
I don't want to read something like completely new to me because I feel like after reading this, it would be a letdown. And like, I feel like I need to separate it in between so I can get back into like, I don't want something that I would feel like would be like a 5-star read, feel like a 3-star read after this, because this is just an incredible book.
Haley, that's a really good idea. 5-star predictions. Actually, Haley, 5-star predictions can be a separate video. I need to write that on our list of video ideas because that can be a whole video. I'm going to write that down.
Well, the cats get their saying goals too. They don't read. Except for Rom. Rom's a reader. I don't think
the cat's goals would be like bite as many books as I can, scratch as many books as I can.
Nyx is like an athlete.
Yeah, she's a freaking psycho.
Rom probably reads like, I don't know, nihilistic philosophy or something. And then Xander doesn't read.
He looks at picture books sometimes.
Yeah. I got to 190. That's good, Sherry. I read a little, reading a light Christmas book as I might not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too, Jane. Like, or I'll just read something off my phone or whatever at that time of the morning/night. I guess night for us people who don't go to sleep, and then morning for these. My dad wakes up at like 4:30, so.
Hi, Ashley. Thanks for jumping in. I hope you have a good day at work. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Jennifer has a loaded question for you.
Okay. Yes, cats and their goals, Haley, always. Jennifer, Wheel of Time. I've seen those. What are those about? They're huge, and the covers seem bizarre to me. Don't pay attention to the covers. Maybe go to the Amazon where they're just color covers instead of like 70 or well, I guess these were released in like the early 90s, like early 90s fantasy covers that are like the cover of like power metal albums is what it looks like to me, to be honest, like really, really shitty metal album. The Wheel of Time, the best way I can describe it is like a synthesis of The Lord of the Rings and the Stormlight Archives. It's a very good middling. You can kind of see this progression of epic, like very traditional epic fantasy. Essentially, it's broadly speaking, forces against good and evil.
I like Jane's last comment.
Fighting. Oh yeah. Don't go read my reviews; they're not helpful at all.
Oh, Haley, also that's a whole nother separate video we have planned. We need to get on that. We're gonna read books that are each other's favorite books. Francie, yes. Maybe now I feel like we have to put this in the video, the cat skulls. Because it's become a thing.
Meow meow. Yeah, meow meow. But it's like 15 books, so Jennifer, I don't really know how to like condense. It's just essentially a hero's journey, but there's like multiple heroes, and there's a really cool group of magic wielders called Aes Sedai that are badass, and I love them with my whole heart and being, and I like them. And I mean, I grew up on like Harry Potter, like though I'm not a TERF, but whatever. I grew up on Harry Potter, and I think that Aes Sedai are even cooler than like Hogwarts houses. So here's my 2 cents. Okay. CKC. Yeah, my reviews of Wheel of Time in Discord are not very helpful. I am in a literature major in school, and I also am up to do like presentations and publishing. So I write a lot during the semester. So when I'm in Discord and I go to write something, I tend to write stuff really small because I get really tired of writing like long analysis of things because it's what I do pretty much 9 months out of the year, which is why my reviews are very small. See that preview? Oh yeah, yay! Book Street's back. Book Street's back. All right.
Yeah, it's an inside joke with Haley, and I was just making it.
Nothing. Throw your hands up in the air. Wave around like you just don't care. Yeah, we can do Backstreet Boys here.
It was a joke about my hair. Then it turned into an inside joke with Haley and I.
I know. You think you look like a Backstreet Boy?
Not anymore. It looks better now. I was actually thinking about getting the sides cut, and I decided not to do that because that's too scary right now.
Yeah, I think sometimes just being to the point of a couple words here. When I do say it was good, I do mean that. Dance moves too. No, that's why I play instruments, Jane. I do not dance. Like the nickname Books and Bops. Bops is like my nickname from way back. So when I was just a little wee one, and it's because I have one dance move and it's just like this. So my parents called me Bops because I'm bopping up and down. Yeah, I'm embarrassing my dog child. Okay, I thought it was sci-fi just by the covers. No, I thought it was a medieval sci-fi book. If that makes sense, yes, it does. Because I've seen the covers, and again, they just look like really shitty power metal albums. I kind of had the vibe that it's a book that would make me feel stupid. It is not, Jennifer. First of all, never let any book scare you, and I mean that. You can read anything if you want to. If you don't want to read it, it's not because you're stupid, okay? I firmly believe that. And as someone who reads literature from all time periods and all types, I guarantee you, you're not stupid. You can read whatever the hell you want to read. And never tell yourself that, because I believe it. I genuinely believe it. And honestly, I think a lot of times stuff like this, because they're so large, people just think, oh, this is going to be really hard to read. It's not. It's not. He's a good writer, but the writing is like anything else that you would read. I promise. You'd be fine.
Bye, Kayla. Happy birthday. Hope you have fun at the hockey game.
Birthday.
Didn't mean to rush that one, but she's leaving, so.
Casey, you make books I never read sound interesting with how well you review. That's really sweet, Haley, and I very much appreciate that. I try to be very clear. And I also think that a lot of times we get scared of reading certain things, and then when we try them, we find out that they're not as scary or maybe as bad. I mean, you're enjoying Cloud Cuckoo Land, and you never thought you would like something that was like postmodern in this way.
I'm the one who picked it too.
Yeah, exactly. You've convinced me. Or yay, Kay, and I promise the first one to me, it's just setting up a lot of world events. I think Chrissy had this conversation, right? Was it Chrissy? I'm so sorry.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. I think Chrissy explains it really well. The first one is very much world building. The next two that I've read it's all character development, and they get better, in my opinion. They get better. Francie. Ooh, I was going to ask where the channel name came from. Yeah. Well, it's because we like books, and then my nickname, my family nickname is Bob's. My dad calls me that. Chrissy, Jennifer, the audiobooks are good if you want to listen. But yeah. I was talking about this last night. Even when I'm in my program in school, I listen to audiobooks while I read them too. I mean, there's no shame in that game. Bye, guys. Bye, Kayla. Have a happy birthday and a good hockey game. Here's loads about them, but haven't heard a spoken description, and it helped. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. I think, too, when you're using terminology from a book that you haven't read in, like, a review, too, so when, like, someone is talking about the book and it's, like, using terms from the book, it's really confusing because it's like, what the hell are Aes Sedai or whatever? Like, nobody knows. Can you just explain it to me? Francie. And audiobooks are a viable option, too, especially for bigger books like Stormlight Archives. But thank you, Casey, for what you said about reading. There are some of us out there who make... There are some out there who make reader feel small. So yeah, what's really interesting about that, Francie, is like in my program, for instance, we have professors who are older and we have professors who are younger. The older professors, and I mean in mindset as well, they're like, if you don't like James Joyce or if you don't like Chaucer, then you're stupid. And it's like, no, the Western canon isn't like, it doesn't hold all value of reading. And you're not stupid. You might just not like it. And telling people that they're stupid or telling that people, if you don't like this, you're dumb, like makes them not even want to try, which is ridiculous. Okay. And like modernism, for instance, is like has a whole problem with this, but it's like it's written to be hard on purpose. And I hate that. Like nothing should be hard on purpose. You don't have to be like wordy and convoluted to be intelligent. Okay. Like in fact, I think the most simple, clear descriptions are harder to do because you're just getting to the point. So yeah, everybody can, you can read whatever the hell you want to read. I firmly believe that. Totally sounds better when you explain it. Well, I'm glad. I am a huge proponent for anybody to read The Wheel of Time. Jane, you mean 2024? Yes, of course. Did I miss something?
They're talking about buddy reading, and then Kay said she's gonna need a U-Haul for the amount of books that they buddy read. And we drove one of those yesterday.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have like your stuff planned out for like until 2030.
Sorry about the dogs. They start getting anxious around this time because they want to go OUT.
Sorry, type in chat. My phone predicts my text. Me too. I have a lot of text fails because of that.
Oh, I think she owns those. Hold on.
Read the Lord.
Oh my God, no, Haley. I know what you're talking about now. No. Hold on.
Thank you, Kay.
Hold on, sorry.
Lord Foul.
Oh my God, no.
What? Why did you?
Haley, you must explain.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna wait for you to explain this, Haley, and then we can talk about it. So true, Casey. I have been avoiding Finnegan's Wake because I don't know if I'll get it. You don't. I understand. There's a lot of stuff that I have been afraid to read, particularly like in my program. And for one thing, even if you start off a book and your comprehension is not to where the book is, the more you read stuff like that, the easier it comes. But like, why suffer? You know what I mean? But if you're interested in reading something, then do it. Like it might take longer. It might be harder than normal, but you should do it because it does feel like an accomplishment. I mean that, and things feel totally different once you finish it. But most like novels I've found are not as hard as what we feel like they are, because we're taught in high school, especially in America, that you have to read classics when you don't have the comprehension to read classics. So then you read it and you're like, oh, all classics are boring, blah, blah, blah. One of the greatest things about reading and readers is the diversity. Everyone loves different things and it makes the best conversations. If we all did the same thing, it would be boring. Yes, exactly. And it brings a lot of color into the world, a lot of empathy and a lot of understanding. So I completely agree. Plus, like, it would be boring. Yeah, it would be totally boring if Zach and I read the same shit all the time. It would be boring.
Yeah.
This guy I had in my, Haley, this guy in class wanted to read them, but this guy has an insane...
Watch out for, there's a word that YouTube will...
insane illness and goes to this different world, and then he blanks somebody and goes through a crisis, but apparently it's super philosophical and morbid. Is that what that
Morally.
says? Oh, morally effed, as I was told. Yeah, it sounds morally effed.
Hold on a second.
Let's eradicate and a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah, I get it, Haley. Yeah, no. Ooh, God, no.
Sorry, I had to mute to explain something. Yeah, Haley, I got you.
It's not that too. It's like you have to, what I was just told, like that has to be, like if you're explaining this in like a public forum, that needs to be handled carefully. I understand.
I explained it to her, Haley. Don't worry.
And I totally get it. I come from that background, so.
Let's educate intimidating reads in 2022.
Eradicate.
Oh, eradicate.
Booking them. Yeah, let's do it. I'm all for that.
One of the questions they wanted us to answer was books that we've been putting off or books that intimidate us.
I'm sure I'll find someone.
We know what time it is. We know. Andy, we know. This is what happens when they start to want something. Watch. They turn crazy when they start to want something.
Yeah, I heard that. American students are made to read classics. We don't have that here in Australia, although I feel children should be allowed to choose their own books, provided it fits in well with... Yeah, I agree with that, because it gives you autonomy and it makes you want to read. I took a class maybe a year and a half ago from a guy who specializes in like young adult literature in my program. So professor, I should say, not a guy. And there's a lot of research that we were reading that was discussing pedagogy in high school reading and how not including things like graphic novels and YA like reading and things like that really hinders comprehension. But yet we try to force them to read something like Pride and Prejudice that has like this Victorian, romantic / near kind of bordering Victorian era like dialogue that nobody... we don't talk like that. So you don't know what people are even saying and nobody's explaining it to you. It's really frustrating.
Jennifer, we have a fenced in yard, so we just let them OUT. I can't say it or they'll freak out. But they work on like a time schedule. Their brain always knows what time it is. And so when we get towards certain times, they start acting like Andy is ripping the blankets off the couch. I normally when Zach's at work and I'm here doing schoolwork or whatever, I normally let them out around this time. So, and they know that. They don't really need anything. It's
Hence not been that long since they went OUT, but they just were like, it's time.
Jane, we do not take them for walks. We have a fenced in yard.
Yeah, they just run around.
We're aware. We know what time it is. We have not forgotten.
Hello.
That being said, though, we should probably start winding things down. So I will provide some updates coming up with the channel. As always, if you haven't subscribed yet, we would appreciate your subscription. If you want to support the channel in another way, we do have a Patreon, which is linked in the description box below. If you have any questions about that, then you can reach out to me, and I would be glad to answer them. But we work really hard to put out extra content for Patreon. We have a readathon coming up in January, which is also linked in the description box below. And our next reading sprints will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Oh, hi. Getting here at the very end. But hello. Happy to see you here. And yes, Francie, we have to do the same thing for our
multiple
dogs.
Words.
Yes, multiple words. Dolly does this thing where she'll get right in your face
That's what she's
because
doing
she
right now.
thinks that you've like
Yeah,
forgotten
I'm not
her.
like kissing her on the mouth. It looks like that, but like she's just getting right here and is like saying, "Hey, it's time." She's very demanding. She's side-eyeing you now because she's seeing you move.
I know. I have not forgotten what time it is, nor have I forgotten about you.
She would like to disagree with that. She has something to say.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, same actually.
Yep, both of those
Yeah.
actually. As always, we appreciate you guys a ton. And if you'd like to continue chatting, you can move over to the Discord. There's always tons of conversations going on there. But I feel like we should probably tend to them before chaos ensues.
Yeah,
I
before
know.
they burn the house down.
I know. Your son goes crazy. All right, guys, it's been awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. You guys are always a ton of fun. But we'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a good day or night or morning or whatever.